podcast like earlier.
Fans only.
So
Fans only. That's the way we make money.
Give us another look.
No.
Brilliant.
I love that you call it fans only as well.
What a
That's
bloody lovely bottom you
That's
got.
a
That's
great
really
bottom.
great
Thank you
for
so
people
much.
listening.
There you go. It's your Popcorn Pundits. That's the way to start a podcast.
Thumbs up or something for your arse.
Don't know. Well, Popcorn Pundits. Oh, it feels quite nice to be back,
I think we
actually.
should start the podcast like that every week.
What? Papa.
Now look at your arse on a massive screen. It's brilliant.
Week.
76.
Yes.
That's it. In the bag.
Wow.
Week 76. It's your Popcorn Pundits. It's your trio. Or trio.
It's the 3-0.
It's your trio.
Be one of those
Trio of cinema lovers trying to encourage you to watch as many beautiful films as possible.
Or not.
Or not. I like your subjective
We
comment there.
shall find out, won't we?
So we start the podcast off with Peter doing his top 10 of the UK and Ireland top 10. Then we review a few movies. Nikki gives us her fantastic sequel feature, and then we finish you off at the end.
Brilliant. Should we get this over and done with then?
Yeah.
I think it's best.
Let's get to that ending as quickly as possible.
You're rushing towards that finish.
Beautiful. Okay, so this is the UK's top 10 up until the 7th of April 2025 in the UK and Ireland.
That's correct.
Number 10 is Mr. Burton.
Mr. Burton is a 2025 British biographical drama film about the early life of Welsh actor Richard Burton.
Is it?
It's directed by Mark Evans, written by Tom Bulloff and Josh Hamers,
Right.
and stars Matthew Lawty alongside Toby Jones and Leslie Manville.
That's been under the radar, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It was released
Like a good-
last week.
What's it? Richard Burton.
If only there's like a film podcast that you could find out stuff like this.
Exactly.
That'd be really helpful.
Wouldn't it be really helpful?
Yeah,
we should
so
source one
We
out.
should start one.
Number 9, Novocaine. You went to see that last week.
Yes, bish bash bosh. You can't hurt me.
Slightly underwhelmed.
Yeah, mainly because the whole premise of the movie is literally just him not being hurt and him pretending he's been hurt, which kind of leaves you a little bit cold as a consumer.
We've seen worse premises though.
I want to see people being hurt.
Fair enough. I'll come with you. Number 8, Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy.
You've seen that?
I have not.
Is this
No,
not
you've
the
seen that.
first week it's out of the top 4? I think it's been in the top 4 for the past however many weeks.
Wow.
Well, maybe you're right. I have to ask
It's
the
done
producer.
very, very well.
Number 7, Flow.
I have booked tickets to go and see that on the 14th of April.
Have you? What type of day is that?
It's,
Monday.
I think it's a Monday.
Oh, and all of a sudden magic happens.
There you go.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
that hasn't got anything to do with any of our listeners or viewers. That's just something between me and James and
That's
stuff
right.
you all.
I don't need to
Exactly.
Number
know.
6, Black Bag. I saw it, you didn't because you're a terrible pundit.
I am indeed. However, I did go and see.
A working man.
I got my terrible pundit. A working man.
Yes, that was terrible.
Wasn't it just?
The film that you're reviewing this week is in at number 4, and it's Death of a Unicorn. And yeah, I was really excited to go and see it. It's a cracking cast.
Amazing cast.
Yeah.
A24 movie as well.
A24 movie indeed, absolutely, and it's quite a comedic one for the A24, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Number 3, Disney's Snow White.
Yes.
None of us have gone to see that, but I am going to go and see that this week.
Are you going to go and see it?
I'm going to go and see it.
Do you know what? I'm glad you're going to go and see it because I really want you to cut through all. No, but I think you should cut through all of the controversy about what's happening with this movie because it's been slated by so many people who haven't seen it, and I don't give them the time of
absolutely.
day.
And a mate of mine who worked on it, we had this little chat this week that actually he's quite surprised the level of hatred that's been kind of guided towards this film, considering no one's been to see it. Number
It was number
2,
3 though.
Number 3, which is it's not very great for a Disney launch, is it really? You kind of expect it to go in at...
Number 1.
Oh no, can I do number 2 first?
Here you go.
Or you taking number... Oh, no, no. Number 2. Oh, I don't like it. It's number 2 and the first word is 6. Number 2, 6 the musical, in brackets musical.
Oh, you really want that to be number 6, don't
I
you?
do, yeah.
It won't be long.
And we might have a special review of this film at some point during the podcast.
Even though it's not technically a film.
Well, that's
James
a
is
matter...
around
That's
it.
subjective. And we all
However-
know that... Yes?
Oh, sorry, no, go on.
No, please.
I was going to say, look how much it's made in just one weekend.
I know. And that was just you going.
That was just me and Sophie.
Massive concession stand, just made loads of money.
And all the times
Exactly
I've
right.
watched it.
And number 1 is...
A Minecraft movie, which is a film that I went to see this week.
I'm dying to hear about it because I want to find out whether it's actually worth going to see it or not. But this is what the whole podcast is all about.
Well, £15 million worth of people would suggest that it is.
I don't follow the crowd, as you well know.
Yes, you certainly do not.
Wow, understatement of the
You
year.
sometimes draw a crowd.
Yeah, maybe.
That's in its
For all the
fans
wrong
only.
reasons.
Yeah, exactly. Little peachy arse boy.
So there's your top 10. So out of the top 10, without giving anything away about the review so far, we are definitely recommending Black Bag and Bridget Jones. Because we've seen those and reviewed those already, haven't we?
So you wouldn't actually suggest to go and see Novocaine? You think it's a watch
Oh,
at home?
I beg your pardon. Yes, and Novocaine. Yeah. Do you know what? If you need to escape from the house for the evening, away from the children because it's half term, and you want to see somebody being stabbed, go and see Novocaine.
Brilliant.
That's my review.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I wish it was that short last week. Okay, so should we get on with some of the stuff we've seen this week?
Yes, indeed. Nikki, what order would you like us to do things in this week?
I think let's go down a mine and then we'll end with death.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like it. So talk to me about your mining.
Okay, so
You miner.
Okay, so I went to see this on Monday evening, and I have a massive issue with Jack Black at the moment that I think he's spent, and I think he's run out of ideas. I think he's the same in every movie, and yeah.
This is not a good way to start the movie review, by
I've been
the
massively
way.
disappointed in everything I've seen him in.
Okay.
So I was pretty worried about going to see this.
Who did you go and see it with?
I went to see it with my wife Pauline, and my daughter Poppy had been to see it, and she had said that we have to go and see it, and it's a great movie. But I don't really take what Poppy says.
For those viewers and listeners out there who know nothing about Minecraft, this is all to do with the video game, isn't it?
That's absolutely correct.
Right.
Now, I am one of those people who knows absolutely nothing about Minecraft, so I am the worst possible, cold viewer of this film ever.
I downloaded it once under the guidance of my son, and even at 24, he just said everybody still plays it, Dad. From the age of 12, they're still playing it now. People are just still building things and so on and so forth. I tried playing it, but I think because it's so open, there's no rules.
Oh, that is the worst thing in the world for you. You need structure.
Yes. So I just wandered around and then went back home again.
So I went to see it. Now I didn't realise. Have we been to see in the last 76 weeks? Have we been to see any films where there is audience participation? Have we been to see
that's a good
anything
question.
where people are actually encouraged to scream at the screen? Because that happened a lot.
I don't think so.
No, but I've heard through social media sort of filtration into my life, which I'm trying to get away from, that people are actually losing their minds. There are certain things that happen in the Minecraft movie that happen in the Minecraft game, and real gamers go, I can't believe they've just done that. And they just lose it.
Absolutely lose it. And I so the first
and you've
time
seen this in real life?
Yeah, I saw it on Monday. So the
Wow.
first I was in the
I thought this was in
cinema.
America.
No, so I saw it in the cinema, and no joke, the first time it happened,
Yes.
I was so happy I wasn't with you, because you would have stood up and turned around and told everyone to shut the up.
Oh,
And
really?
because they're literally screaming stuff at the screen.
Are they?
And I'm just like, what the actual hell is this? This is okay. I am clearly not understanding what's going on and how.
What are they shouting at the screen?
I don't really understand.
Chicken!
Something like that.
Right.
Yeah, there was.
I know there's a zombie sitting on top of a chicken at one point.
Yeah, that's a really important thing apparently.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
So
I'm all ears.
this movie starts with Jack Black's character as a schoolboy, and
Is he human?
yes.
I'm just making sure. I'm just.
Oh yes, yeah,
okay.
absolutely, yeah.
Right.
Jack Black is Jack Black.
Right.
And the first probably 5 minutes of the film,
Yes.
pre-credits,
Yes.
is Jack Black doing a monologue about him and his life growing up at school and how he's.
Ah.
Yeah, but this is Jack Black, who I'm going into a film really not wanting it to be about Jack Black.
Right.
And it's literally Jack Black talking
At you.
at me
For
about
about
Jack
5
Black.
minutes.
And I'm just like, oh, this is really irking me quite a lot, actually. Now, post-credits,
Yes.
I was totally immersed in Jack Black, and I got past that
Got
initial...
inside him.
Yeah, I did, literally. So, this film is made for Jack Black. This is Jack Black, on screen, being Jack Black.
Wow.
It fits absolutely perfectly.
Okay.
No one, I don't think anyone else could have played his character.
Right.
And yes, anyway, so basically he gets through finding a crystal and another thing, puts them together. He opens up a portal to the Minecraft world, and he's in the Minecraft world, and he basically creates the Minecraft world that we kind of see, and we're kind of
so it's like Tron.
It's exactly like Tron.
I'm with you. Right, okay, I've caught up now, right.
Yeah, it's that type of concept.
Right.
Now, then there are another 4 characters who basically get sucked into this world.
All right, so they're not in there already. They're humans that get sucked in.
Exactly.
Okay,
right. So
right.
it's Jason. Is it Jason Momoa?
Momoa.
Absolutely. Sebastian Hansen.
Yeah.
And Emma Myers, and it's kind of it's this kind of like super adventure of like of the different worlds of Minecraft and everything like that. And I have.
Is it like one of the Jungle movies? Does it have that sort of vibe to it?
So I hated Jumanji like
really
massively. Did you?
Weirdly, I don't know why.
Jason Momoa is absolutely epic in this.
Is it?
Yeah. So he plays this character that basically is a master of this games console. You know, the kind of like freestanding computer game.
Okay.
So it's like what's the one when you got Street Fighter?
Yes.
It's a game like that basically.
Yeah.
And,
Arcade game.
He became a master of that in the 1980s, and he's still kind of got his like pink leather
Donkey
tassel
Kong.
jacket on, and his like American WWE like wrestling glasses
of course
on.
He has.
His long hair.
Yeah.
And now he's kind of a bit of a sad old man who's got like a console shop, and it's kind of like failing and everything, and he's kind of desperate for money.
Yeah.
And so it's so that's the kind of.
And
is
there a plot, or is it just them running around doing stuff?
Yeah, there is a plot, and
is there a baddie?
There are some evil pig baddies, which which are hugely fraud at by the audience when everyone's watching it. And it's I don't want to talk too much about the plot because it's
you don't want to give any spoilers away.
I don't want to give any spoilers away.
Okay,
but I have to say,
what are the graphics like?
Well, it's very cubical.
Okay.
Yeah, cubical. It's I mean, I think it's supposed to be quite close to the actual Minecraft kind of animation and everything.
And so do Jack Black and the rest of the humans, do they stay as humans or do they turn into cartoon characters?
Oh no, they stay in it as humans within the world around them.
Okay.
And
these are questions people would want to know.
Absolutely.
Is it a long film?
It is 1 hour and 41 minutes.
It's not too bad. It's perfect length for a horror movie.
It's a perfect horror movie length, and we will let you go and see it.
Yes.
And we will discuss this
right
after. But yeah, you should definitely go and see it.
Would you recommend a Sunday afternoon?
No, you can go and see it any evening. It's actually good enough to make a good evening out of it.
Okay.
Now the thing with it for me is that I think a lot of people are going to absolutely love this film.
Right.
And I just don't think I'm meant to be one of them. I think this is a film which is...
But you did like it, though?
I liked it so much more than I thought I was going to
Interesting.
enjoy it. But the actual kind of... I felt like I was watching other people enjoying a film for the first time.
Wow. Okay.
Do you think you need to know about Minecraft?
I think this film is so much better for people who love Minecraft. I think that's the issue that I have.
But to be fair, though, I mean, until you give you a score, what I'm hearing from you so far is it wasn't a complete disaster. You didn't walk out going, I knew nothing about Minecraft. It alienated me. I didn't enjoy the experience.
I was dreading going to see this.
Yeah.
And actually, the whole film just passed by in a flash. It was actually really good, and it was actually really funny.
Okay, good. Nikki, do you have any facts and goofs for us?
So the film was originally going to be directed by Sean Levy.
Was it?
Yeah, but he
Levy.
left the project after disagreements with the Minecraft developers,
Right.
as they thought his idea did not suit the game. This is the second collaboration between Jack Black and director Gerard Hess. Can you remember what the other one was? It was about 19 years ago.
So that would have been
2006.
It wasn't Kung Fu Panda.
No.
It would be. Was it the Mexican wrestling movie?
Nacho Libre. Yes, it was.
Yes.
Check you out in your film knowledge.
Kate McKinnon and Jermaine Clement have previously appeared together in Super Pets, which is a 2022 film released approximately 3 years ago.
Right.
Interestingly, Clement was the voice of Aquaman in that movie, who was famously portrayed in the DC Extended Universe by Jason Momoa, who is obviously also starring alongside them.
Yeah, what a wicked web of weavedness.
Isn't it just?
Do you want one that might be a slight spoiler?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, a pig with a crown can be seen at a point during the movie. This is a reference to Technoblade, a beloved YouTuber who popularised Minecraft combat and made primarily Minecraft-centred videos on the channel. Technoblade unfortunately passed away due to cancer in 2020.
And lovely tribute.
And was memorialised for a time in Minecraft's home screen with his motto, Technoblade never dies.
Ah, do you think this, because obviously this has been a huge success.
Huge success.
Do you think this is going to open doors to things like Angry Birds and stuff like that?
There is an Angry Birds movie.
No, but like proper one rather than just animated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't got a clue, to be honest with you, but I mean, the fact that this is such a massive success would suggest that there's going to be a second one, wouldn't it?
Minecraft 2.
Yeah.
2 blocks are better than 1.
Yeah.
Would you like to give a score? Give a score, because I'm going to see it as well, so and then we can add them together and divide it by 2.
This is the first film that I'd like other people. Like I always just want my score to count and no one else's. That this one, I would like other people, especially Minecraft fans, to kind of give it a score, because I'm a 7 because I just didn't get it.
Yep.
But I could see that it was being got, and I would love to know what actual kind of Minecraft fans
I'm sure we've
think
got
about
one or two listeners out there that have got either children or they play Minecraft themselves, so we are encouraging them.
Please, give us some scores to bolster mine. Mine is based on my idiocy.
To be fair, though, I think considering you don't know Minecraft, I actually don't think 7's a bad score.
No, it was a really enjoyable film, but I just feel that... You know that we quite often go and see a film 2 or 3 times because we kind of feel like we've missed stuff. I could see this film 10 times and I'm still going to miss stuff because I don't know the stuff. And I just kind of think that, I mean, I've never been to a film where I felt so out of it from the actual kind of content. So, I mean, the cinema was packed.
Yeah.
The level of enjoyment being had by everyone in the cinema was high, and I just felt like I was staring through a steamy window watching them all enjoy it.
Okay. Ooh, poetic, I like it.
Well, do you know what I mean, though? It just wasn't for me. Because I just don't know what was going on. But
okay, so still give it a 7, though?
Give it a 7.
Right, okay,
Nice.
So... Happy?
Yeah,
She's
always
happy. That is our review of the A Minecraft movie.
Minecraft movie.
Is it called A Minecraft?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I like that.
It's so clever. Yeah,
Minecraft.
absolutely. I really like that as well.
Gives options for the Minecraft movies.
Yeah.
Another Minecraft movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Nikki, what's next?
You are next. You are Killing Unicorns.
I am Killing Unicorns. This film is called Death of a Unicorn. It is an A24 movie. Starring Paul Rudd, Jenna Ortega, Richard E. Grant, and Will Poulter.
What a bloody great top lineup.
Amazing cast. Absolutely amazing cast. Now, the adverts for this film have been sparse to begin with and then given a little bit too much away. I personally feel I don't like too much given away in an advert. You know how I feel about adverts. Initially, the very first advert that I saw of this film, I was giddy with excitement. With A24 as a starting block, Paul Rudd in an A24 movie, and then you've got Richard E. Grant, Will Poulter, and Jenna Ortega, and you think to yourself, what an amazing cast, and the concept of them hitting a unicorn and how they deal with this.
Yeah.
Opens up so many avenues for humour, hilarity, and a little bit of whimsical sort of magic as well. Right. This does not feel like an A24 movie at all. I made that very, very clear right from the very beginning. It's a lot cleaner than you would expect any other A24 movie.
You get that from the trailer, don't you?
Yeah.
I was really surprised that it was an A24 film.
It's close to a Blumhouse, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
In its editing and in its lighting and the way it's been written and the way it's been portrayed as well, but particularly by the actors as well. So it's an incredibly simple plot of greed and cowardice, basically. That's what we have here, and also a coming of age, so the film starts with Paul Rudd and his daughter Jenna Ortega travelling to his boss's house, who lives in the middle of nowhere, and they've got their immeasurable wealth. They work with the pharmaceutical industry, and he's basically going there to pitch his idea of actually becoming their lawyer on a full-time basis. And his plan is to work with him for a certain number of years so he can support his family, and the story tips off the notion that the wife has died, unfortunately, and Paul's main focus is supporting the family. Mm-hmm. Okay, now immediately you get the impression that Paul, his character is called Elliot, and Jenna's character is called Ridley. I like to think there are some tenuous links and little Easter eggs here as well, and I'll come to that in a moment. Thank you very much. So in the trailer, you see them hit something. They go, "Oh my god! I think it's something unusual." It's obvious that it's going to be a unicorn, hence the name of the film. And then the unicorn is said back at the mansion-esque in the middle of nowhere, and it's how these people deal with coming across a dead unicorn. Mm-hmm. What do they do with it? How are they going to deal with it? What authorities are going to get in contact with? And the hilarity begins.
And is this set up as a comedy?
It is literally a comedy. Yeah. But it's a horror comedy because the gore in it is it's up there. The gore is up there, so to speak. So what you have here is you have Paul Rudd's character trying to hide the dead unicorn in his car until it's discovered, and then you get the greed element of the family trying to make money from this unicorn.
Yeah.
It's very simple. It's all to do with...
But that's all in the trailer, isn't it?
It's all in the trailer. And that's pretty much what the film is.
Right, okay.
Okay, literally what the film... But it's how they try to make money from this dead unicorn. And as scientists, inverted brackets, but mainly basically peddlers of your pharmaceuticals or drugs, this family are famous for being able to make money out of drugs in the industry, and it's how they cultivate drugs from this unicorn, and how they present it out, and how they sell the drugs. So realistically, I don't want to give too much away in reference to the plot and what happens and how many people die and how they die and what kills them. All I can say to you is the best way to describe this movie is if E.T. if they'd remade E.T. okay. And instead of coming across a loving family, they've come across a pharmaceutical family.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
That's exactly what's happened.
Got you.
Okay, you're up to speed now.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
So you've got moments of magic which come from the unicorn sort of magic, but you've also got extreme greed that's used, and how they're peddling this go all the way through. You've also got weird sort of connections with Jurassic Park as well.
Because I was watching the trailer.
Yes,
I was kind of quite intrigued because you've got 4 main actors there, who all have quite different comedic styles. I mean,
very much
Paul
so.
Rudd has got a very, very if you're watching a Paul Rudd movie, it's a particular.
It's Anchorman. It's
exactly.
Ghostbusters and
Will Poulter, isn't it? The guys.
Yes.
And I think he's a fantastic actor, and he seems to be more comedic in this than anything else I've seen. So his kind of.
Well, have you met Meet the Millers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Think that sort of level of humour from him. He played Will Poulter. Amazing. So we'll go through each character. Okay, so Paul Rudd plays Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Okay, and to be brutally honest, he's the weakest character in his entire film. He plays a doormat basically.
Uh-huh.
And he plays this character that you're continuously waiting through the whole film for him to grow a backbone and go, actually, no, this is wrong.
Yeah.
Something needs to be done about this, and so on and so forth. Jenna Ortega's character, who plays his daughter, she plays your quintessential cliche grumpy teenager who has got certain issues from a teenager point of view, and it's how she deals with what's going around her as well. There's not a lot going on with either of those two characters through the entire film. However, Richard E. Grant's character and Will Poulter's character are they take over the entire film. Mm-hmm. Will Poulter's character is it's all to do with we've mentioned greed many times, but also to do with cowardice, or to do with this complete sort of it's a lack of respect for what they've come across.
So yeah, in the trailer, it comes across as like a detachment from reality. It's
Very
just kind of
much
like
so.
they're only giving a damn about their own
100%.
rewards.
There's the layering with this film is very very clever, because the layering within this film is really to do with, instead of looking upon this as a comedy, you should be looking upon this as a tragedy of them coming across something magical and then trying to turn into money. That's pretty much the horror element comes in, is the fact that what they don't realise is that this happened hundreds of years ago, where unicorns used to be caught and then they used to be farmed, and then and then money used to be made from unicorns, and so a tapestry is found, and which gives a story of what's happened in the past. And of course, what's happened in the past always regurgitates and happens again in the future, and that's happened about every 100 years apparently. So there's elements of that to it as well. There's a little bit of Cabin in the Woods thrown in there as well, and a little bit of sort of the humour there. You've got the Burbs, you've got the Tremors. Tremors is also, if you think of any comedy horror, you're pretty much going to put it in this category. Chuck and Dale is a classic example of that as well. The downsides, special effects are shocking.
Oh, seriously?
Really, really bad. Because what you're depicting here is a horse with a horn on it.
Yeah.
You see, killing people. The problem is, for the first half of the film, it doesn't really. It kind of floats sometimes, and it shouldn't be floating. It should be walking in it. So they didn't manage to. They broke the fourth wall too many times for me for the first 3/4 of the movie, because you were continuously being reminded that you're watching a film about this, rather than the special effects being sparse enough for you to actually just put aside any reality and go, actually no, it could be real. The last quarter of the movie, the special effects, they've obviously amped it up, and the special effects get better and better and better. And also the lack of empathy towards every single character. Unfortunate, because you've got the greed aspect, which it's very entertaining. This level of greed is very, very, but after a while it becomes a bit tiresome, and the level of lack of backbone in reference to Paul Rudd's character initially is quite sweet, but yet again it becomes quite tiresome at the end. So at the end of the film, you pretty much want them all to be killed, and you don't really care about any of them.
There's not a lot of layers in this.
There's not very many layers in this at all. It's a B movie. That's what it is. It's a very clever B movie that just didn't quite grip me as much as I was hoping it to, which I'm very, very sad about.
Yeah, I mean, and you always talk about how a trailer relates to the actual film, and I must admit, it is one of those films, having seen just the trailer, that I was kind of really 50-50. I was just like, this could be good, or it could be an absolute stinker.
I wouldn't put it as a stinker market, but it'd be a while since I go and watch it again.
Okay.
Yeah, 6.9.
Okay.
Any facts and goofs for us, Nikky?
Yeah, I'm going to only give you a couple because all the others are pretty much spoilers.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. The trailer ends with a shot of the black unicorn growling in Ridley's face, with her face to the camera, while the unicorn is shot from the side, in a manner similar to the famous shot of Xenomorph glowing in Ripley's face in Alien.
Well, she's got Ridley, you see, and she's got Ripley.
Yeah. So it says, of course, Ridley's name not only being the same as the director of the original Alien, it's also one letter off.
But also sorry to interrupt you, but also the connection I was going to say before is the connection between Paul Rudd's character. He's called Elliot. And hence my E.T. reference there as well. Sorry.
Okay. That's okay. It's the director's directorial debut.
It is, yeah, absolutely, yes. Be interested to see what he does next.
And then an origami unicorn is created in Blade Runner, which was directed by Ridley Scott, who obviously, as we just said, shares the name with Jenna Ortega's character.
Oh yeah, thank you.
So there we go. That without giving out spoilers, that's all your facts you can have.
So 6.9, chance it, take it for a test run, but don't expect a lot from it. And if you go with the option of I'm going to go watch a horror comedy with a bit of gore in it, finally, I'll tell you what was weird was the gore was up there enough for it to be a 15, and it could have easily been pushed it a bit further, but they were concentrating on the gore, but everything else seemed quite low key. So there was no sex in it, there was no violence in it. So, you know, it didn't sit well with me.
Well, the thing is, we've just seen an absolute classic in The Monkey a few weeks ago.
Absolutely.
And yeah, this sounds like this wasn't quite that good.
Not at all. No. If you want to see good horror comedy, that's the one to watch.
Yeah,
so there you go. That's my review of A Death of a Unicorn.
Thank you very much, Mr. James.
Thank you very much. Right. Nikki,
Yes.
what do you got for us?
I have one quick question actually about Death of a Unicorn.
Yes.
Will, is he doing his British accent or is he doing his American accent?
He's doing his American accent, but he comes across like a goofy English guy.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Well, in the trailer, he was talking about being in the wrong swim trunks when for something.
They're very LA. They're very LA in that stupidity. Same with Richard E. Grant as well. And in a way, Richard Grant kind of almost plays his same character from Saltburn.
Yeah.
The elderly, sort of not a bit dithery, not knowing what was going on, and then stepping up to the plate ever so often. Right, Nikki, what you got for us?
What would you like me to have for you?
Well, I think you went to the cinema as well.
I did.
Yes, tell us all about it.
It was amazing. So
I'm just giving it away now.
No,
Get it close to
I
your
told
chest.
you about the experience was amazing. I haven't necessarily said the film was amazing because I had great company, didn't I? So I went with Sophie.
Carry on.
So recently I've been going to see a lot of the ballets and theatre shows, which they live stream to cinemas and things, which I've been seeing at our local community centre.
Very clever idea.
It's a really good idea, and especially actually, rather than having to go to the West End and how much it's going to cost to go into London.
That's right.
And actually, the thing I really like about things like this with the ballets and the theatres is you kind of get a prequel, I guess, which either is explaining about the show that you're about to watch. So, for example, when I've gone to see the ballets, they have about like the dancers and how they've trained for it.
Oh, nice! You get a bit of like background stuff on it, which is good. Yeah, okay.
So Sophie and I went to see Six the Musical,
right?
Which is one of my favourite musicals as a musical, which actually started at Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and they did a little prequel to this before the film started, and it was basically the two people who wrote it.
They're very young, aren't they?
Yeah, so Toby Marlowe and Lucy Moss. It was the university they were at every year submitted a play or a musical to Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
Right.
And Toby called up Lucy and was like, "Do you fancy writing one about the 6 wives of Henry VIII?" So this is basically
and the rest is history.
The 6 wives of Henry
VIII.
VIII.
Very good, James.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Don't lose your head about it. It's basically about the 6 wives of Henry VIII, and then they're competing to see who basically had the worst experience with.
Oh, I see.
The king.
So they're comparing
their
marriage and how they died, and, and who got the worst experience
through song.
Okay.
And obviously, there's a lot of British humour, and it's crazy. And in the prequel, it showed how obviously at Edinburgh Fringe, they were literally in like t-shirts and leggings and dancing around, and now it's a full-on production that is gone literally global. And it's one of my favourite musicals as a musical.
Nice. Okay then. So
I'm going to ruin your scoreboard.
Go for it.
I'm giving it a 10. It will never have less than a 10 in my eyes.
Wow.
There's no room for improvement. It is perfect.
There we go.
Arrival gets knocked off.
Yeah.
Or we could choose Kind of Kindness or
Holy Motors.
Yeah, or Go Walk the Line. Yep. We'll make a decision at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 out of 10 then. So you're definitely recommending it. So this is called Six.
It's just Six, the musical.
Right.
6. Obviously you can go and see it at the theatre as well.
Yes.
And it's just really cool. It's quite girl powery, but also I feel like I learnt a lot more than I did in my history lessons. So for example,
it's more easy to absorb.
Yeah, and like they talk about how they met the king and how they came into his life. Or I didn't realise at first that his first wife, Catherine of Aragon, was originally married to his brother until his brother died.
Keeping a family.
Yeah,
weird, isn't it?
and then he was going to send her to a convent, and then obviously Anne Boleyn came along, and they had to change the religion so that they could get a divorce.
And to be fair, this isn't just you thinking this is an epic thing. I mean, this is the highest that any of the the live broadcast cinema things have actually got in the top 10.
Yeah, I was
So
going to say that actually.
they've always kind of been like six and below,
Yeah.
and this is number 2.
I know.
And I feel like if Minecraft hadn't have been released this week, I know they released it because of Easter holidays, but I feel like it would have been at number 1.
I think you're probably right.
I think you're probably right as well.
Oh, there we go.
Interesting. So 10 out of 10.
Yes.
Go and see 6
Going to be a busy week.
rather than go and see...
Anything else?
Yeah. Well, actually, to be fair, you could probably go and see all 3.
Could do.
Yeah.
Minecraft as well.
That's what I meant, all 3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there you have it. So you got Minecraft, you got Death of the Unicorn, and you've got 6. So over to you. Is Pete? Oh no, hang on a minute. We've got Nikky's
Why
sequel.
does he always forget my sequel?
I think it's rude, to be honest
It's
with
so rude.
you. Super rude.
So this
My
time-
favourite part of the programme, Nikky's sequel.
program. This is not doing a theme
Moonwalking
tune this time.
Yeah.
So this time last year was week 24. We reviewed Monkey Man and the First Omen.
Wow.
A year ago?
Wow.
Yeah.
Monkey
Holy
Man.
shit.
That's bonkers,
James
isn't
was
it?
trying to work out what the day was and said it was the 12th, 13th, 14th or 15th of April.
Could be anything.
Usual.
Yeah.
Peter and I were discussing your socks because you were wearing some pink socks. And you tried to do a Keith Lemon impression by going shitting, but it sounded like you said you had shitting pink socks on. And James was saying in the top 10 who was distributing each film, and Peter was getting slightly frustrated with it.
Oh, A24.
Oh, there's been many moments of frustration, hasn't
Yes,
there?
sir. You hide it so well.
James was also trying to make a theme tune for, I say in air quotes, Peter's catch-up section, because the week before,
Yep.
James had gone to see Late Night with the Devil, so
Yes.
Peter then watched it this week,
Oh.
and he said he shat himself, and he was sat in cinema on his own and actually thought he was going to be murdered.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
And then 3 people randomly turned up just as it started.
Literally
and-
as the credits went up. Yeah, I remember that. That was absolutely horrific.
The top 10, it was an Easter holiday one, and number 1 was Kung Fu Panda, which also
Jack Black.
starred Jack Black. So I feel like he's the Easter Bunny because he only seems to appear at Easter. It's available now
Just for
on
3 days.
Sky Now, Amazon, YouTube, Google, and Apple. At number 8 was a film called Seize Them, which featured Paul Kay, James Acaster, Nicola Clocklin, whose name I can never say, who was in Bridgerton, and Nick Frost. And I pointed out that as of the day of recording, which at the time was Tuesday the 9th,
Yeah.
was the 20th anniversary of Shaun the Dead.
Ah.
And Peter said he was shocked at such a slick segment and wasn't expecting that twist.
Mm. There you go.
So,
Hasn't happened since, has it?
so and
No,
it's
she
exactly. But also today, as of recording, is the 9th.
Wow.
So
There you go. She got us. She got us again. Again. All that homework.
so yeah, Shaun of the Dead is 21 years old today.
21 years old. That's bonkers, isn't it?
It is mental.
Still a classic movie.
Yeah.
Happy to watch that over and over again.
Yeah, it's right up your strike.
That's right, yeah, exactly. Thank you very much for Nikky's sequel.
That's a really good segment, actually, isn't it?
It's a very good segment. It's like a nice little breathing moment. You go, okay, let's take stock. Let's see evaluate what's happened.
How was that a year ago? That's absolutely insane.
I know, it's mental, isn't it?
Yeah. Midnight with the Devil and like Monkey Man a year ago. That's
Monkey
insane.
Man.
And the First Omen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind
And
of
Peter
forgot
being
about that.
murdered.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it hasn't really resonated with me, unfortunately. Monkey Man's been better. Okay, so we're coming in the end of the show, and it just leaves us for probably one of the final times for a long time. We're doing Peter's homework.
Yeah.
Yay! Yes. What was the name of your homework, Peter? What was the certificate? And tell us all about it.
Well, I think you set it to me as Meat Train
Yes.
last week. And the full title is actually The Midnight Meat Train.
That's correct.
It's an 18.
Mm-hmm.
It is perfect horror movie length. It's
It is.
1 hour 38 minutes.
Bang in the middle.
Bang in the middle, bang on.
Yes.
And you were really excited because this stars a couple of celebrities
Very-
which you wouldn't necessarily kind of think would be in
I
this
know.
film. I mean, first and foremost, Bradley Cooper
Yeah.
plays Leon, who's like the main character in
Mm-hmm.
this film. And then the main protagonist is Vinnie Jones.
Oh, no.
It's
so weird.
It's really bizarre
So
seeing
weird.
those two share a screen together.
It took me ages to watch it because I just kept seeing Vinnie Jones's face on the cover, and you go, I'm not watching a Vinnie Jones horror movie. And then I saw Bradley Cooper's in it, and one of his first movies, and I thought, okay. And then I thought I'd give it a chance, and I'd say I probably watched it 3 times so far.
Have you? Okay,
Yeah.
that's really interesting. So Bradley Cooper plays a photographer called Leon, and he has
He's a vegetarian.
yeah. He has a girlfriend called Maya, who's played by Leslie Bibb, who I can't remember what else she's been in, but she's just like one of those really familiar actresses.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
And
100%.
yeah, and I thought it was the girl from the new series of White Lotus, but it's not. It's somebody else.
Okay.
Anyway, Bradley Cooper is a photographer, and he likes taking the pictures.
He does.
And he gets invited to a gallery to show some of his photographs to the creator of this gallery.
And it's all very 1990s, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's all very
shoulder
slick
pads
and
yeah.
Hello, darling.
Yeah, and she likes a particular photograph of his, which is like a gritty, dark photograph.
Yes.
And then
Not his normal stuff at all.
No, not his normal stuff at all. Anyway, so on the way home from the gallery, he's on a subway train, and a girl's on the train, and she is about to be attacked by 3 guys.
This is set in New York, by the way, isn't it?
I don't know that it is.
It's got that vibe.
It
I
does,
think.
but the subway trains don't look like New York subway trains. So that's
Could be.
it could be any American city that we don't know what the subway trains look like. So let's just say Chicago, even though they're overground trains in Chicago, so it's not Chicago.
No underground in Chicago.
No one knows.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's set in Chicago.
Yeah.
And anyway, so they stop the girl being attacked by these 3 guys.
Oh yeah.
And then weirdly, he thinks she's been saved and she's going to go home and everything's going to be fine. Weirdly, she still vanishes, and he sees her vanishment in the newspaper.
That's right.
And he's becomes a little bit obsessed about how the fact that he's saved her, and now she's been unsaved, and now she's vanished again.
Exactly.
That's freaking weird, isn't it?
I'd feel that way.
Twice in one night.
Yeah.
Craziness. Anyway, so he sets about to try and find out what the hell's gone on with this girl, taking his little camera box with him, and
Trusted brownie.
and he goes out onto the subway taking photographs of things which are going on, and then he kind of bumps into Vinnie Jones's character.
Who doesn't say a lot.
Doesn't say nothing.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
With Vinnie Jones's acting ability.
Well, we kind of find out why he doesn't say anything, don't we?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll maybe talk about that later. But I mean, he's just a mean man.
Massive.
He's a massive, mean man.
Yes.
And I don't know if he's sponsored by a tailor or something, but he always wears the same ill-fitting 3-button single-breasted suit.
Yes, he does.
And he wears that in this.
He does.
And he's by following him, they find out that he works in the meatpacking district in New York. He's not even in New York. But he's a butcher.
Yeah.
And he uses his
Like an abattoir is
his
that place,
weapon
isn't
of
it?
choice is a butcher's hammer or a
course.
cleave. No, it's like a tenderizing hammer.
That's right, yeah, with the little knobbly bits at the end.
Knobbly bits at the end. Yeah. So he goes out and kills quite a lot of people, and
With his big hammer.
with his big hammer.
Vinny does, not Bradley.
And Bradley is kind of following him and photographing him, and then there is some kind of interaction between it. Bradley's girlfriend doesn't like the fact that he's getting all kind of dark and moody and glib.
He's immersed into the dark
He's
story,
getting
doesn't
really
he?
glib and and she doesn't kind of like that.
Nope.
And then we head towards a conclusion of a film.
And Bradley also starts eating meat as well, doesn't he?
Yes.
At one point.
Yeah.
So it's a slow sort of dragging into the dark elements of that city
Yeah.
by the unseen elements
Yeah.
underneath the city.
Yes.
And it changes Bradley Cooper's personality to a certain extent. It changes his demeanour.
Absolutely
and,
right.
and, how, how he interacts with people.
It's a development movie. It's a development character movie, without a doubt. You've really watched this 3 times?
3 times.
Have you?
Yeah. So have you watched it twice with me?
Seriously? Because I still don't know that I needed to see Vinnie Jones do this. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of like... Did did we really need this?
It gets quite gruesome at some points,
It
doesn't
really
it?
does, and I've never seen a film where I was so nonplussed about the entire plot to basically get to the last 5 minutes and the kind of the big reveal.
Yes.
And so like talking about Late Night with the Devil, that was like an hour of prep.
Yes.
For you to get to a conclusion, which, like 40 minutes into that film, I was just like, how is this a horror film? It's like, it doesn't feel, I don't know where the horror's coming. And then you're just like, oh my God, that's the horror.
Yeah.
I just kind of felt with this one, you kind of knew, knew something was going to
happen. I
agree. You knew that
it sort of falls into it almost, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's just like the oh, okay, that is what's happening type of thing.
There's no massive twist. I mean, it changes direction.
Yes, it
rather
does.
than a twist, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think maybe, this being my last homework for a little while, I think the homework that I've done kind of prepared me for what was going to happen, and I think I knew what was going to happen before I got to what was going to happen.
Absolutely. No, there's no real surprises in it.
No.
I just like the idea that it's two unlikely actors playing two unlikely characters that you'd never see them in.
Absolutely, and you do realise that this is a very, very early film for Bradley Cooper.
Yeah,
and you do actually realise what a wonderful actor he's become. He's decent in this.
Right.
I mean, Vinnie Jones isn't.
Yeah,
and
Vinnie Jones is Vinnie Jones, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I prefer him in a kind of Jason Statham-y type film rather than this, to be honest with you. But there we go.
Yeah, Brit top.
Exactly.
That sort of thing. Yes. Okay then.
So it was all right.
Yeah, wasn't brilliant, but it was all right.
No.
Okay.
It's not going to be challenging our board. It's no 6.
6. I like.
No, it's no 6.
It's no 6.
No 6, the musical.
Oh, I see.
Actually, yeah, it is a 6.
Okay, it's a 6.
Yeah.
Nikki, have you got any facts and goofs for us or anything?
Yes.
Because it's not a new film, is it?
No.
No, it is from 2008, I believe.
Correct.
So it has won 2 awards and has had 6 nominations. It did not win a Chainsaw Award. It was nominated though for Best Supporting Actor for Vinnie Jones. You mentioned about Leslie Bibb.
Yeah.
She was in Confessions of a Shopaholic, and she's also been in Iron Man.
Oh.
She played Christine Everhart.
I've seen her in something else, I'm sure.
Okay.
A very familiar face.
She was in one of the CSIs, but I think literally one, not loads.
Yes.
In its official North American release, the film opened in 102 discount theatres, also called dollar theatres, for their very low admission prices, rather than the regular first-run cinemas with normal ticket prices, which was a factor for poor opening weekend in the box office earnings. In Silver Linings Playbook, 2012, Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper walked by a theatre showing this film.
No, I like the idea of that.
That's such a great
That's
film.
a great release.
It was originally meant to be a sequel to a 1992 film.
Mimic.
No, Candyman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Have you watched Candyman?
I think I have.
Yeah.
And Leslie Bibb and Robert Bart both appeared once again in Law Abiding Citizen in 2009.
Oh, that's the what's his name from Law Abiding Citizen? That is Jamie Foxx and the British actor from 300.
Excellent. Yeah. Oh, don't do that now. I'm going to do.
And he's really good friends with Bradley Cooper.
Jared
Butler. Yeah, they go to Wimbledon together all the time each year. Yeah.
And Vinnie Jones and Bradley Cooper were born exactly 10 years apart on the 5th of January. Vinnie in 1965 and Bradley in 1975.
75.
He's younger than you.
Who isn't nowadays?
Yeah.
That's time, isn't it?
Vinnie Jones.
That's very true. Yeah, only by 5 years though.
Yeah, there we go. Awesome.
Right,
cool.
There you go. So that's number 6. Thank you so much. Right, so that's a Midnight Meat Train.
Yes.
That is a
Minecraft movie.
A Minecraft movie. We've got 6, and we've also got Death of the Unicorn. That's a packed podcast.
That is a packed show.
And we do it all for free. All for free.
get
We give
paid
all
for
that
this.
information off.
Oh, do you two not get paid?
Yeah, I get paid for this.
Yeah, Peter does.
Oh no, I must have missed a memo. Thank you so much for listening.
Oh, what are we going to see this week? You booked something. What are you going to see?
Oh,
on
I tell you what. I tell you what. Flow. We've got Flow coming up on the 14th.
Yeah.
We've also got Drop, which is the movie about the date where she's told that she's got to kill her date.
Oh, yeah.
That looks quite interesting.
Is it? Oh no, it's next week. You're seeing Sinners, isn't it?
Sinners the week after
Yeah.
this. Yeah, that looks like a very interesting take on the
Oh,
vampire
yeah,
movie as well.
That's really great. It's like in the like a barn.
Yes.
And are you seeing? Oh no, Tucker TV are going to see The Amateur on Sunday, the 13th of April.
I might go and see that as well, actually.
Yeah, that looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It'd be interesting because obviously this is his first big movie since he won the Oscar for Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Be interesting what he comes up with that.
Well, you're the Bond, didn't he?
Peter, how can
He
people
did.
find us?
They can watch us on YouTube.
They can.
On our Facebook page. Or you can stream our podcast from whichever platform you choose to stream your podcast
You
from.
can. That's nice, isn't it?
If you want to message us, you can leave a comment underneath our YouTube video.
You're really taking it slow. I like this.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
or our
too.
Facebook page. Or you can DM us on Instagram. You can message us directly ourselves. You can leave us a voice note.
Yes.
Or if you're going onto a streaming platform to download our podcast, then there is a message us button. Click that. Just let us know who you are because it doesn't tell us.
Perfect. Right. Is that it?
You're done.
We're done. Peter, over to you. Popcorn Pundits.
Week 76.
Next week's going to be
70 Tavern.
10 to 7.
70 Tavern.